What's up everybody, I'm back with yet another battle. This time it's against Jack. K, 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 another K, and 3 to sum it all up. This was supposed to be a PU battle, if not me being an idiot and bringing a Carracosta not knowing that it went up to NU. So we theoretically ended up with NU battle, but as you can see, except Carracosta, all of our pokes are PU. On my side there is a PU Sun team, which after recent Smogon changes got a massive boost, and now, instead of Choice Bandit Herdier, it contains Choice Bandit Stoutland. Yes, believe it or not, Stoutland, seen in many OU Sun teams, is now PU. Logic, right? Jack meanwhile brought a relatively interesting team with reliable fire water grass core, Chatot being pretty good special attacker, Solrak being most likely more defensive build, and Seviper, which can serve in many roles. Alright, let's get started. I lead off with Mawile, which isn't so mean because of no taunt on my moveset. Seeing a Croco now, which he probably put on the leading spot expecting my Sandshrew as a lead, I go straight for a Stealth Rock, knowing that the best move he can hit me with is a superpower, and after Intimidate, I can take it no problem. He switches straight to Bellossom though, probably trying to catch me off guard with a Drain Punch, but since I have Swords Dance Bellossom on my to-do list, I'm aware that him running the same set is a possibility. That is why I go to my physically defensive Leafeon to scout, and wouldn't you know it, he indeed turns out to be a Swords Dance variant, which also means that he's pretty much walled by Leafeon, so Drain Punch even at +2 doesn't do much and I just roar him out of there. So now in comes Solrak, and I just go for a Leaf Blade, thinking that he might want to stay in and go for a Will-O-Wisp, but he decides to switch to Lampent now for that exact purpose. However, knowing that he probably won't go for a Fire Blast predicting my Carracosta, I decide to stay in and roar him out again. He decides just to burn something on my team, but I don't really mind that because I'm carrying Heal Bell, but unfortunately I drag out his Seviper, which prevents me from going for it right away. So I switch to Mawile to take any stab move, completely forgetting that they tend to carry Switcheroo, so he cripples me with Choice Specs as well as finds out a lot about my team by my Smooth Rock. Then he goes straight for a Flamethrower, which even without specs does a ton of damage, but I just survive it with 4 HP and set up a Sunstorm before he finishes me off. Then I bring Phantom Jr. to do some work, and his switch to Solrak is quite obvious, so I lock myself on Crunch and take him out on the switch. Now I go to Leafeon to take any hit from his Bellossom, but again, he goes straight to Seviper, and because I no longer have anything on my team that can take more than one Sludge Bomb or Wave, and also I know that I'm probably not gonna get a chance to recover my health, I decide just to let him take me out, because that allows me to go back to Herdier and revenge kill anything on his team with Retaliate. Surprisingly though, he turns out to be faster without Sand, and again, replaces my Choice Band with completely useless at this point Smooth Rock, but Phantom clearly have had this with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, and takes him out even without it. Right there, I was afraid that he might predict my switch to Sandshrew and go for a Leaf Blade instead of Drain Punch, so I decide to bring my Combusken to take either of these. Then I set up Agility, forgetting that he still has Lampent on his team, which completely walls me, but because he doesn't know that, I am pretty sure that he will just go for a safe Shadow Ball, so I switch back to Herdier to take it. Unfortunately, without Choice Band, he leaves a Crunch with 8 and burns me before I take him out with another one. Then he goes back to Bellossom yet again, and this time, I decide to risk it and switch to Sandshrew to bait him to go for a Leaf Blade, so I can bring my Combusken safely, and this single turn is what settled the match result, because had he went for another Drain Punch right there, I would have nothing on my team to stop this thing, but because he allowed my switch, now he is forced to Death Fodder something on his team, which happens to be Chatot, just so he can bring his Croconaw afterwards and finish me off with an Aqua Jet. He doesn't know yet though that it was exactly what I wanted him to do, because that allows me to go to Carracosta, knowing that he can't really do much to me, set up a Shell Smash in his face, and that's pretty much all that I need to clean up the field. On top of that, I flinch his Bellossom with Rock Slide right there, but it really doesn't matter at this point, because I could take any hit from him with Sturdy, finish his Bellossom off with an Aqua Jet, and by his Croconaw's HP number you can see that he has 0 HP EVs as well as IVs for some reason, but really no matter how bulky this thing will be, it wouldn't be able to take another +2 Aqua Jet, joined with Retaliate from Herdier and Earthquake from offensive Sandrush Sandshrew, so that flinch only cut 1 or 2 turns, and that is the game. Good game, Jack. Ignoring my little advantage with Carracosta, battles like this are what makes me like PU more than any other tier. Random stuff on both sides doing work, a little bit of mind games here and there, and overall great fun. As always, hope you all enjoyed it. in which case do what you always do, and also stay tuned for the next upload because it's gonna be a good one. See you all then, peace.